It's a Teen Talk Skating podcast where I embarrass myself. Hello, and welcome to episode number 21. I still have it. Lamar has 20. Oops. Welcome to episode 21. It's episode 21, right? I don't know. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, right? Because I made a joke. It was like, oh my god, it's not a teen episode anymore. Whatever. But welcome to episode 21, I think, of 18 Talk Skating. My name is Van Gogh. I hope you all are doing very, 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 very well. I am very excited for this episode because we are going to be discussing, again, Grand Prix assignments part 2 for women and ice dance. Last week, I covered the Grand Prix assignments for men and pairs. So if you haven't checked that out and you're interested in men's and pairs, definitely go check that out. I spoke a lot more about the men than the pairs, and the kind of the same thing is going to happen in this episode probably. But we're gonna discuss Grand Prix assignments, analyze them, and then I'm gonna predict who's gonna win. Even though my predictions might not be like super accurate since we're like a couple months off from starting the season, but it's just kind of like my preliminary analysis, and then perhaps I will make another analysis once we get closer to the season. But I hope you guys are all doing well. I would like to give a shout out. I gave a shout out last episode. I'm gonna give another shout out this episode. I saw a friend on Thursday. We were doing community service together. She's an angel. Haven't seen her in like a year, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so nice to see you. But like, you know, we still keep up through like social media, I guess. But like, she's like, oh my god, your podcast is like bomb or something like that. I forgot what she said, but she said something really nice about the podcast. I'm like, oh my god, thank you. Yeah, shout out to you. I don't know if you're listening, but you know who you are. But shout out to you for being super genuine and super nice too. This is a different friend than the friend I shouted out from last episode, but you know, both amazing people, and I'm so glad to have these people like supporting me because, you know, it's like it gets so lonely sometimes, guys. I'm sorry. But yeah, Grand Prix assignments. I'm calling this episode the Grand Prix reaping because genuinely I really do feel like this season is going to be the Hunger Games of figure skating. Effie Trinket will appear out of nowhere. President Snow will cause havoc. I don't really know. But it just feels like the Hunger Games now. Like, oh my god, like, you know, like it's actually whack what's going on. But we do have program of the week, but I'm gonna record it as a separate segment because I made program of the week intro and a program of the week outro, like as a transition for you guys, because you know I'm very professional now, very professional. So yeah, I'm gonna end this segment, but you know it's still gonna the podcast is gonna keep on going. You're still gonna be listening to it. It's just like it's a separate segment when I like edit them together. You know what I mean? I hope. Probably not. I don't know. Well, see you on the other side. Program of the week. Okay, and now we are going to be discussing program of the week. I hope you guys heard the intro. I hope the intro worked. And there's an outro too. I hope that works. But yeah, this is the flip side of it, I guess. But anyway, our program of the week is another men's program from last season because I don't know why. I was like rewatching a lot of men's programs last season. This is Roman Sadowski's White Crow program, specifically his free skate at Canadian Nationals. I really enjoy this program, not because of the jumps necessarily, but because of the music and how it's really used in the choreography. I find it to be extremely delicate music, if that makes sense. It feels like fragile music. It's not music you can really overpower with skating. And so I feel like it is very easy to skate to delicate music and just kind of not ruin it in a way, but kind of take away that delicateness. But I really do think Roman Sadowski and the choreography here, I have no idea who it's by. I will search it out because, you know, I never do research. But Roman Sadowski's choreography here is, like, impeccable because, oh my gosh. Choreographed by Mark Pillay. But yeah, I really enjoy this program because the music, it's delicate, the skating, it also feels very delicate, and it's unique. This isn't your typical White Crow program. It has very unique music cuts, and it's just the rhythm of the program really works well, and kind of the transitions going into jumps. I feel like this is definitely one of my favorite Roman Sadowski programs yet, and I really hope he keeps this program because last season was really tragic for him, and he like barely competed because skates and injuries, and like, oh my gosh, like this man needs a break. But I really hope he keeps this White Crow program because I'm in love with it, and we only saw it like 3 times, so I'm really hoping he keeps it because I love the delicateness of it, especially in the step sequence. It really shows in the step sequence how delicate this program is. It isn't like really, really fast steps or anything. It's slow steps, take it slow, and it shows a lot of finesse and control too, which I really love. This isn't like a program for the excitement. This is a program I would see like in an art museum, you know what I mean? And like, I really appreciate the use of music here. I think musicality is one of the things I always look for in like skaters, and I really do feel like Roman Sadowski like did it here. And I'm praying he keeps this program, or you know, maybe he'll return it for the Olympic season. But yeah, Roman Sadowski's White Crow Free Skate Canadian Nationals from last season, 2023-2024. Go watch it. You guys will love it. I promise. That was your program of the week. Okay, and now we are actually going to discuss the Grand Prix assignments. This is like the main body of the whole podcast. Very, very excited. I'm very sorry if I sound tired because I very much am tired. I just got back from like a family thing, and I just kind of want to die. But it's okay, guys. I'm gonna give myself like a break, honestly, like maybe tomorrow or something. But I hope the outro program of the week worked, and I hope the intro worked too. I have no idea if the theme song worked. I probably should check these things, man. Like, I'm really a bad, like, it's okay. I'm trying to be more professional. But Grand Prix assignments, people, okay, we are going to talk about the women, and the women are going to make up the majority of the episode because I care about ice dance, but I just don't care enough about ice dance. Not that, like, I don't watch ice dance at all. I do watch ice dance, but ice dance, to me, it's a little more predictable in terms of, like, the results and stuff, and women's is not as predictable. Like, men's and women in the singles categories, they're not as, like, predictable to me. There's always big surprises hidden in there, and, yeah, I'm really excited to talk about them. Okay, our first event, I really do feel like this is a very good season opener for the women's event, and it is Skate America out in Texas. So the skaters going to compete are Nina Pinzerone of Belgium, Lia Serna of France, Yuna Aoki of Japan, Wakawa Higuchi from Japan, Rinka Watanabe from Japan, Heian Lee from South Korea, Yu Yang from South Korea, Sofia Stepchenko from Latvia, Olivia Kaiser from Switzerland, Isabel Levito from the USA, Brady Tennell from the USA, and the TBD spot from USA. And just like last episode, the TBD spots mean that the country has not chosen a skater for that. So in this case, the host country, the USA, has not chosen a skater for that spot. And I will be discussing the TBD spots and who I think is most likely to get them. I know I didn't do that too well last episode, but I promise I'll try to do it. Good this episode, okay? But Skate America, I really do feel like this is a very good season opener. There's some names here I'm like, oh my gosh, like, whoa, like, ooh. Now, I do want to say before I start, like, actually analyzing, I don't see, and this breaks my heart, I don't see Rika Kihira's name on here on any of the Grand Prix assignments, and that really breaks my heart, because I know, like, she's been coming back from injury for, like, a whole while. So I really hope Rika Kihira, of Japan, she, like, comes back next season, or maybe she's gonna come back the second half of the season, because, like, we all love her, but she's not on the list, and I'm like, dang it. Yeah. But anyway, Skate America. So, again, like last episode, I'm going to discuss, who I think is most, like, likely to get a medal, and then I'm gonna discuss my top 3. Like, who's in the mix, you know what I mean? I hope you guys know what I mean. Okay, so people I think are in the mix for a medal, but I don't have them as my top 3. I do want to discuss Yuna Aoki from Japan. oh my gosh, it was such a pleasant surprise seeing her name on the list for Skate America. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to go to Texas because Dennis Vasillas is going to be there. Donovan Carrillo is going to be there. And Yuna Aoki is going to be there. I'm like, I want to go so bad, but, I'm kind of bored. But Yuna Aoki, what a pleasant surprise to see her on the list. Two of the best programs last season for me. She kind of came out of nowhere, and I'm like, she's my little hidden, underrated gem for me now, and I feel like I just love her skating. She does compete she's from Japan. Japan is very competitive in the women's field. Super, super duper competitive in the women's field. And, she doesn't have a triple axel or any quads or anything, but still, like, her skating quality is so good. So last season she was 5th at NHK Trophy, 9th at Nationals, and she actually almost beat Kaori Sakamoto at the Challenge Cup, which is a Senior B event, which isn't like a Grand Prix or like a Challenger Series. It's just kind of like another senior event. But she almost beat Kaori Sakamoto there, which makes me think that maybe this season, people, Yuna Aoki, if this is going to be her rise to, like, fame, you know what I mean? Like, I love her skating. Her free skate last season was beautiful. I just watched it again today because it was so beautiful. And, even without, maybe her jumps aren't the best, but I think her pure skating skills and her skating feels so honest on the ice. I just love it. And I really do feel like she could be a surprise medalist here at NHK Trophy. Not NHK, oh my god. Skate America. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, another skate I want to talk about, Wakaba Higuchi. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Wakaba Higuchi from Japan, right? We've seen her do so well. It's just injury has really, taken its toll on her. Unfortunately, last season, 5th at Grand Prix de France, 9th at NHK Trophy, 12th at Nationals. We know she's done the triple axel in the past. She was amazing at the Olympics in 2022. But injury is just, I don't know. I feel like she's one of the skaters who, like, injury has affected so much. And I'm always rooting for her to come back. But, like, injury is so, like, I don't know. I just want to punch injury in the face because it's so mean. And I know that doesn't make sense, but whatever, okay? But, if, I don't know, maybe Walkabout is going to be a surprise this season and her injury is not that, like, is not going to affect her, Like, I swear, if she gets injured again, I'm literally going to cry probably because I just want to see her do well. I want to see everyone do well. Who else is in the mix for a medal? Heian Lee is very, very interesting for me. She was 4th at Grand Prix de France, 4th at NHK Trophy, 2nd at Korean Nationals, 11th at Four Continents, and 6th at Worlds after a 3rd in the short, which is really good. She was the silver world medalist in 2023, and last season was an up and down season for her. Not the best results, not the worst results, and so I guess she's really trying to regain that success that she had at the 2023 World Championships where she became silver medalist. I really do like her skating. Again, lovely qualities. Consistency last season wasn't the best, but, like, I believe in her. We all believe in her. Let's see. Who else do I believe can win a medal here? Livia Kaiser. Oh my gosh. Livia Kaiser was a huge surprise for me last season. Again, very lovely, elegant skating skills. Very nice, like, presence on the ice, grace on the ice. She was 4th at Europeans and 9th at Worlds. Amazing skating. Like, she really did come out of nowhere. That 4th at Europeans, I really do feel like that kind of changed her career, if that makes sense. I really do think that her whole career changed because of that 4th place at Europeans. Because, yeah, it was actually crazy, like, watching that happen. I'm like, oh my god, like, who are you? You know what I mean? Like, it was such a big surprise to see her name. So I think she could get a medal here as well if she stayed clean. Brady Tennell is, again, like Wakaba Higuchi, someone who's been so injured these past few seasons. We didn't see her in any Grand Prix or championships last season at all. So depending on the injury, I really do feel like Brady Tennell is a wild card. I really hope Brady Tennell, like, is not injured this season. Yeah, because she struggled so much with it. And I'm like, I love her skating too, but, she had to come back, like, 2 seasons ago, and then she got injured again. I'm like, really? Like, come on, injury gods. Like, you can't do this to me. Yeah, but the top three that I will say, I think third place is going to go to Rinka Watanabe from Japan, who was sixth at Skate Canada, second at Copa China, sixth at Japanese Nationals, third at Four Continents. So, Japanese women, as I discussed earlier with Yuna Aoki, super competitive. It is an absolute bloodbath at Nationals. It's like, man, it's actually crazy. Like, every skater they have is just so good, and like any of them could go to Worlds and do so well that it's crazy that they only get 3 spots, and it's really hard to pick who goes. Rinka Watanabe did not go to Worlds last year, but I really do like her general how do you say, like, experience and repertoire and like skill set is really, really good. And so I really do feel like she could get the bronze medal here. Even better if she stays even more clean. Silver, I believe, is going to go to the skater who I felt like had the biggest breakout season last season, and that is Nina Pinzerone of Belgium, who was second at Grand Prix de France, third at NHK Trophy, fourth at the Grand Prix final, third after Europeans, and at 15th at Worlds after this terrible nosebleed incident on the free skate. Like, oh my gosh, I can't imagine being her back then. But, even with that one unfortunate 15th at Worlds, I really don't think that she's going to repeat that, hopefully. I hope the nosebleeds don't happen because that was just so, like, it was a nightmare because, like, I loved her skating, and to see her, like, struggle with the jumps and stuff, it was so devastating to watch. But I really hope that she does better this season, too. She was definitely kind of like, I want to describe it in like Dance Mom terms, but I don't watch Dance Moms. I feel like this is the moment. Like, she rose to the top, you know what I mean? Like, she rose quickly. Like, oh, you. Oh my gosh. Like, you're here too. Yeah, Nina Pinzerone was that skater for me, if that makes sense. She was very much a surprise. She just had a huge breakout season that I don't think anyone saw coming, and I do think she's gonna get the silver medal here. I feel like I think it's gonna happen. Oh my gosh. Okay, and I think gold is going to go to Isabel Levito, who, last season, it was up and down. It ended great, right? Last season, she was second at Skate America, first at Grand Prix de France. She was fifth at the Grand Prix final. She had a third at Nationals with 3 falls in the free, unfortunately. And then she had a huge comeback with World second. So she got the silver there. Up and down, but I really do feel like Isabel Levito is someone who is a fighter. That's the main thing I learned about her last season. She is a fighter, like, definitely. I see it in her, Like, she is just great. And, I really hope that they give her, again, more... she is just so artistic. I feel like she can vibe with any type of music. I really hope they give her something unique, like something different, because her free skate last season was amazing. But, I don't know, I want to see something different from her. Something like... we don't expect, so that'd be really fun. But, consistency does matter, but I really do think Isabel Levito will be the gold medalist here, as long as she can be pretty consistent. And the TBD spot for Team USA, I thought a lot about different skaters. Star Andrews does not have a Grand Prix assignment this year. I really hope this spot goes to This Grand Prix spot goes to Star Andrews as a host spot, because I would really love to see her here. Again, other skaters, maybe Elise Lynn Gracie or Claire Soft, also from the USA. Perhaps they could get the host spot. But I really hope it's Star Andrews, honestly, because I love Star Andrews and her, like, amazing, like, vibe and energy. Okay, moving on to Skate Canada in Halifax the next week. So, at Skate Canada, we have Sarah Maud Dupuis from Canada, Kaya Ryder from Canada, Madeline Skeezes from Canada, Rina Matsuki from Japan, Kairi Sakamoto from Japan, Hana Yoshida from Japan, Yelim Kim from Korea, Si Young-vi from Korea, Ekaterina Kodakova from Poland, Kimi Rippon from Switzerland, Alyssa Liu from the USA, and Ava Marie Ziegler from the USA. This event is also packed for me. Like, oh my gosh, the women's event this season is just so exciting. I'm just so excited. And the men's event, I'm so excited to watch, because I really do think this is going to be very, very good. Okay, so again, skaters who I think could be in the mix. Madeline Skeezes of Canada, who isn't the most consistent, but I really feel like she does it when it matters. In the Olympic team event, she did so good. Last season, she had a 4th at Skate Canada, 5th at Cup of China, 2nd at Nationals, 6th at Four Continents, and 8th at Worlds? Or was it 18th? Maybe I wrote this. Was she 8th at Worlds? I can't remember. Oh my gosh. Did I write this wrong? Yeah, 18th at Worlds, not 8th. Okay, 18th at Worlds. It's okay. But I really do feel like she could be in the mix. I feel like she is one of the skaters who peaks more in the fall season. And I really hope that she gets a medal here because I really like her skating. Her sass, especially. Her sassy program, like her West Side Story program was really, really good. I really like that program. Rina Matsuki from Japan, a skater who I honestly do not know a lot about, but she was 3rd at Skate Canada last year and 17th at Japanese Nationals. So, it's very nice to see her. I feel like she is one of the darker horses here. Definitely could be a dark horse to get a medal here. I'm hoping to see more of her because I honestly do not know a lot about her and her skating. So I'm hoping to see her more. Who else do I think could win a medal here? Kimi Rippon. Okay, Kimi Rippon has had so much growth competitively these past 2 seasons. Last season she was 10th at Grand Prix de France. She withdrew from Grand Prix Espoo. She was 7th at Europeans, but she ended up 5th at Worlds with what to me was very much like the highlight of the women's event. That free skate was beautiful, and it was just so great to see her land that cleanly. I believe she was 4th in the free overall, and just Kimi Rippon, I remember watching it, I'm like, whoa, like, good for you. Like, her and Olivia Kaiser, like, the Swiss women are really doing it. I really do feel like Switzerland is becoming one of the bigger skating countries, and I'm so excited to see Switzerland being grown. But I do think Kimi Rippon could get a medal here. Last season, I think she was dealing with some injury, and that's why she withdrew. Or was it sickness? I really can't remember. But I do think that she was suffering with something, and I really hope that she's better now. And I really hope, because I really do think she can win a medal here, because she's a great skater as well. Okay, I had to say Alyssa Liu. They are the biggest, I literally wrote it right here, question mark factor. Because I truly do not know. Alyssa Liu could be anything. This is Alyssa Liu. They are kind of the enigma factor here. It could be anything. They could do anything here. Because, if you guys didn't know, Alyssa Liu said they retired after the 2022 Worlds, where they won 3rd, and then all of a sudden last season, hey, I'm coming back to skating this season. We're all like, whoa, okay. And so because Alyssa Liu, they were 6th at the Olympics in 2022 and 3rd at Worlds at 2022, and coming back from a soft retirement, I guess. No idea about how competitive they are right now. So, could win a medal, maybe could not. I have no idea. I think we will see when we will see. This is not Alyssa Liu's results. I don't think I can really predict how they will do because we haven't seen them for a while. And we don't know really based on we haven't seen a lot of stuff, basically. And so I really do think Alyssa Liu is a big question mark factor, but a very, very exciting question mark factor, especially for the U.S. women's field because, oh man, so many people going on. Okay, but the 3 medalists, I think the bronze medal is going to go to Ava Marie Ziegler from the USA. To me, Ava Marie Ziegler feels like Katniss Everdeen. I don't know what's going on with me in the Hunger Games references, but she feels like the person we never saw coming. She kind of came out of nowhere, truly. She is the Katniss Everdeen. The Capitol never saw her coming, and you know what I mean? The sport never saw her coming. But she has flown under the radar for me, and she's almost silent but deadly in a way. She's so awesome. But she had a huge surprise being 1st at NHK Trophy last season, and they didn't give her a 2nd Grand Prix spot, so, USA was like, oh, wait, what? And she was 4th at Four Continents. She has tons of potential, and should not at all be underestimated by anybody. I think Ava Marie Ziegler is so good. And I'm happy U.S. figure skating actually gave her 2 Grand Prix assignments this season, because last time she only got 1 and she got first, and she couldn't go to the final because she didn't get a second one, which I feel like she probably could have gone to the final. Yeah. Silver, I think, is going to go to Hana Yoshida, who was 4th at Skate Canada, 1st at Cup of China, 3rd at Grand Prix Finals, 7th at Nationals, and 8th at Worlds. Hana Yoshida, she does have the triple axel. It isn't her most consistent jump, but I really do feel like that is worth mentioning, that she does have a triple axel handy. Because if she could land that, then I feel like it makes up, or it adds to a clean program, or it can make up for a jump that wasn't so good. Yeah, I think she's gonna get the silver medal here. Gold medal, I think it's really gonna go to Kairi Sakamoto. She was completely undefeated last season. 1st at Skate Canada, 1st at Grand Prix of SPU, 1st at Grand Prix Final, 1st at Nationals, 1st at the Worlds. And I really do feel like she is really the champion right now, the dominant skater right now. And, she is definitely one of the most consistent skaters. Not perfect, obviously, not really any skater is really perfect all the time, but Kairi Sakamoto is very, very consistent and very, very, very good at skating. And I don't see anything that could stop her currently, which is, she's just really that scary. I don't know. But yeah. So, recap: bronze, Ava Marie Ziegler; silver, Hana Yoshida; gold, to Kairi Sakamoto. Okay, now it's gonna get a little easier because I can, repeat some skaters. Grand Prix de France, we have Luna Hendricks of Belgium, Nina Pinzeroni of Belgium, Lorraine Schild of France, Leah Serna of France, I don't know, TD from France, Anastasia Gubanova from Georgia, Wakaba Higuchi from Japan, Mai Mihara from Japan, Rion Sumiyoshi from Japan, Cheon Kim from Korea, Olivia Kaiser from Switzerland, and Amber Glenn, people, from the USA. Again, what is with this? I feel like Grand Prix de France this year is also going to be a bloodbath. Okay, people I see in the mix for medal, Anastasia Gubanova, who is really good at Europeans. That is, her best competition. But she, last season, was 6th at Grand Prix de France, 6th at NHK Trophy, 2nd at Europeans, 13th at Worlds. But she was European champion in 2023. Yeah, 2023. She is one of the few skaters who I've seen do 2 triples in the free skate. That is a very big point getter for her. I don't think she did it last season a lot, but she could do it, I guess. She's done it before. And I know she's, in the past, her levels in the step sequence and the spins haven't been the best, but I really do feel like I feel like she could do it. I really like her skating too. I really loved her Caruso free skate last season. Wakaba Higuchi, I really see as being in the mix here as well. Again, injury. Depends on the injury. Dang it. Mai Mihara, oh my gosh. Again, injury just kind of brought her down last season a lot. She withdrew from Cup of China. She was 8th at NHK Trophy. A really good 5th at Nationals and a 7th at Four Continents. Love Mai Mihara ever since that Olympic season free skate at Four Continents. The fairy in the forest. She was beautiful. And I really, really, really pray injury not again. Rion Sumiyoshi is another skater I see as being a medalist here. Consistency isn't her best friend, but she has a quad toe, and she is, to my knowledge, the only woman right now competing as a senior who has a quad, who has landed a quad. I'm pretty sure. She was 3rd at Grand Prix de France, 2nd at Grand Prix of SU, 6th at the Grand Prix Final, and 10th at Japanese Nationals. And, because of that 10th, I'm assuming that's why she didn't get on Four Continents or the World's team. But the quad toe is very, very good. If she can land it, I know she's landed it perfectly, but she's also landed it with under rotation in the past. So I think if she is considering keeping it in the program, she can definitely do it. Olivia Kaiser, again, 4th at Europeans was crazy for her. I feel like she might be the dark horse here. And Amber Glenn. Oh my god. I always pray. Every competition, you should literally ask any of my family members. I'm praying for Amber Glenn. Every time she skates. Every time I'm on the edge of my seat. Please, Amber. Last season was definitely a up and down season for Amber Glenn. 5th at Skate America, 3rd at Grand Prix of Espoo after a very whack 11th in the short and 2nd in the free. 1st at Nationals in a very crazy Nationals. She withdrew from 4 continents, and I don't know what happened to this. I think she was 12th at Worlds. I don't know why I didn't write that. But she has a triple axel, which she did land for the first time last season. So, and she does land it quite consistently. Not the most, but quite consistently. She does land the triple axel now, which is a very great weapon. The second half of the program has not been the best for Amber Glenn, but I believe in her. We all believe in her. We all love Amber Glenn. And I really do feel like if she's clean, people, we can do it. We can do it. We can do it. I pray every time. She's literally just like, I clutch onto my pearls and everything. People like, oh, come on, Amber. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what she has for us this season. But the 3 medalists, who did I write down? I believe the bronze will go to Nina Pinzerone. Again, breakout season last season was great for her. Silver, I believe, will go to Chaeyeon Kim from Korea. A very big surprise also last season for me. 2nd at Skate Canada, 4th at Grand Prix of Espoo, 3rd at Korean Nationals, 2nd at 4 continents, and 3rd at Worlds was very, very amazing for her. Some edge and underreaching calls do affect her score. Her free skate was so dramatic last season. I loved it. And I think the gold is going to go to Disco Queen of the Century, Luna Hendricks. Or I wrote down Party Queen. Sorry. Party Queen of the Century. She was 1st at Skate America, 3rd at Cup of China, 2nd at Grand Prix Final, 1st at Europeans, and then 1st in the short at Worlds, but then she drops to 4th, which was so devastating for me to watch. But, after that devastating competition at Worlds, I feel like she is so good and she's so fun. And I feel like she's going to bounce back from this and be even better because we all love Luna Hendricks. And I really feel like she's just so good. It's really a matter of consistency. Like, as I say, like, ice is slippery. And, like, consistency in this sport is, like, the most important thing ever. But I think the gold's going to go for her. But bronze, Nina Pinzerone. Silver, Chaeyeon Kim. And gold, Luna Hendricks. Yeah. Oh, and the TBD spot from France. I'm hoping it's going to be May Benini's my thing, but she hasn't competed in a while. I love her so much. Maybe Eve Dubec or Clemence Mayindu. I have no idea. Yeah. Okay, NHK Trophy. We're going to go even faster because we have, like, the time to... Not the time, but we have, we've gone over a lot of these people. Okay, people I think who are in the mix for medal. Let's see here. Oh, wait, let me name the names. Let's name the names, obviously. You guys don't know the names. Okay, Nina Petrokina of Estonia. Ladanaki Gutman of Italy. Moni Chiba, Japan. Kari Sakamoto, Japan. A TBD spot from Japan. Yelim Kim of Korea. Haen Lee from Korea. Seyoung Wee from Korea. Ekaterina Kodakova from Poland. Alyssa Liu from the USA. Brady Snell of the USA. And Lindsay Thorngren of the USA. Okay, so people who I think are in the mix for a medal, again, this competition is crazy too. Haen Lee, as I discussed, was the silver medalist at World in 2023. She did 4th at both her Grand Prix last season, so I feel like she definitely could get, maybe a 3rd, a 2nd, maybe a 1st, people, who knows. I think Haen Lee is going to have a rebirth season. Okay. So, who else? Again, Alyssa Liu, as I discussed, I have no idea about them. This is the whack factor for me. Like, if they're doing, like, triples, triple axel, who knows? But, it's just so unpredictable. This is so much fun for me right now. Oh, my God. I'm so sorry. Who lighted fireworks on June 22nd? I'm sorry. Someone's doing that. I'm sorry you guys heard that. But I think Alyssa Liu... No idea. It's just really unpredictable. If they got 1st here, I would not be surprised. It'd just be crazy. Bray Tanel again, injury just I'm really hoping she's not injured, but she has so much experience, and that's really important in the sport. Lindsay Thorngren from the USA, 5th at Skate Canada, 2nd NHK Trophy, 7th at Nationals, 12th at 4cc, 4 continents. She had some injury the second half of the season, unfortunately, but her last short program to The Windmills of Your Mind was very mature. I really enjoyed watching it. I think she could get a medal here. She was second at NHK Trophy, so maybe NHK Trophy is like a good comp for her. But I think bronze is going to go, who did I write? To Nina Petrokina of Estonia, because she was third at Skate America, fourth at Cup of China. She withdrew after a broken bone from nationals and Europeans, but she did get 16th at Worlds, and she, very promising results on the Grand Prix. And I love that for her. Silver, I think it's going to go to Monet Chiba, who is, another of Japan's very, very competitive women's skaters. 6th at Skate America, 9th at Grand Prix de France, 2nd at Nationals, and then 1st at Four Continents, and 7th at Worlds. The Grand Prix results last season weren't the best, but then the second half so good. Very lovely free skate to Legend in 1900 last season, and, maybe the Grand Prix isn't her friend necessarily, but those last few results were very good for her, especially second at nationals is crazy. And I think first is going to go to Kaori Sakamoto, again, undefeated, world champ. She got it. She's 3-time world champ now. What the heck? I'm not 3-time world champ in anything except sleeping every single day. Okay, Finlandia Trophy, aka Grand Prix of Finland, I guess, but it's not anymore. We have, let me get the names, guys. Oh my gosh. We have Luna Hendricks, Nina Petrokina, Luna Hendricks from Belgium, Nina Petrokina of Estonia, Nella Pelkonen from Finland, a TBD spot from Finland, it's okay, I'll get it. TBD spot from Finland, Lorraine Schiller from France, Rina Matsuki from Japan, Mai Mihara from Japan, Hana Yoshida from Japan, Young Yu from Korea, Isabel Levito from the USA, and Lindsay Thornton from the USA. I forgot to do the TBD spot from Japan. I'm really hoping Yuna Aoki gets a second spot, but I also think it could perhaps go to another skater such as Monica Wabe, Mako Yamashita. No idea, but I'm really hoping it's Yuna Aoki. Okay, guys. Finland, let's talk. So, people who I think could be in the mix here. Nina Petrokina, I said was going to be third at NHK Trophy, but she's had to compete 2 events in a row, which is tough, very tough, on different continents. And the field here is a little more competitive, I feel like. So it'll be very interesting where she plays into this. Mai Mihara, again, injury. Oh my gosh, this girl. I'm really hoping Mai Mihara has the best season ever because I think she could do it. Rina Matsuki from Japan was third at Skate Canada last season, so I think, again, she could get a spot here. I feel like Finlandia Trophy is very competitive this year. So I don't know, guys. This is so hard. And then Lindsay Thorngren, again, like Nina Petrokina, has to do 2 events in a row because, the Grand Prix gods kind of suck. I don't know, man. 2 events in a row is so tough. Really? Did they really have to make people do that? I feel so bad for them because you have to get a plane on the next week and it's jet lag and you have to go train on the ice. I can't imagine. I'm sorry, guys. But bronze, I think, is going to go to Hana Yoshida. 4th at Skate Canada, 1st at Cup of China, 3rd at Grand Prix Final, 7th at Nationals, 8th at Worlds. Beautiful. I think she's got it. I think she's really got it, guys. 3rd. And again, she has triple axel, which is not consistent, but it's fine. I mean, it's I don't know, guys. I don't know what I'm rambling about. Oh, wait. By the way, TBD spots for Finland. I'm really hoping one of them goes to Emmy Peltonen. Very sorry, guys. Emmy Peltonen, who is very much my favorite drama queen in skating. Her programs are so dramatic. She gives so much emotion. Love it. She was 4th at Nationals, 4th at Europeans. I don't know if she's skating anymore. I really hope she is because I love her skating. Then the other spot, I think it's going to go to either Olivia Lisko or Una Svuri. I'm very sorry if I said those names wrong, but I think they are going to get the spots. Okay, so 3rd was Hana Yoshida. 2nd, I think it's going to go Luna Hendricks. Party queen. Not the most consistent party queen, but she parties anyway, guys. She's really looking for consistency, but her Grand Prix results are always very good in my opinion. But she always does very well at the Grand Prix events. And then gold, I think it's going to Isabel Levito, guys. I think Isabel's going to get 2 golds at Skate America and Finlandia Trophy. She was 2nd at Skate America, 1st at Grand Prix France, 5th at Grand Prix Final, 3rd at Nationals, and 2nd at Worlds. Again, huge fighter. I feel like this season is going to be her season, It's going to be the Isabel Levito season. Okay, and then lastly, Cup of China. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, guys. Cup of China, we have Madeline Skeezers of Canada, Hong Yi Chen of China, a TBD spot from China, a TBD spot from China, Anastasia Gubanova of Georgia, Monet Chiba from Japan, Ryan Sumiyoshi from Japan, Rinka Watanabe of Japan, Chaeyoung Kim of Korea, Kimi Rippon of Switzerland, Amber Glenn of the USA, and Ava Marie Ziegler of the USA, although it literally says Ava Maria Ziegler. I don't know who wrote that, but her name is Ava Marie and not Maria. But, again, Cup of China, like, what's going on? These assignments are crazy good. Or, not crazy good, crazy competitive. So, people who I think could be in the mix for a medal. Madeline Skeezes, again. Her Grand Prix were 4th and 5th last season, 2nd at Nationals, 6th at 4 continents, 18th at Worlds. I feel like she could do it and be a very big dark horse. I love her skating. Anastasia Gubanova, she was 2nd Europeans. I feel like with the 2 triple-triples that she may do, could be very much help her get a medal here. Ryan Sumiyoshi, again, has a giant quad toe that, she could be attempting this season. Big point getter for her. Chaeyoung Kim. Oh my gosh, hold on. Okay, Chaeyoung Kim. Again, this may be a little surprising, but I think she's in a mix for a medal. I don't have her confidently as my top 3. But she was, again, 3rd at Worlds, so maybe she definitely could get a medal here. I don't know. This event is very tough. There's so many people with very good elements. Kimi Rippon even, like, oh my gosh, that's so difficult. But Amber Glenn, people, oh my god, Amber getting another difficult event. Amber getting Grand Prix de France and Cup of China. I feel like those are so difficult. Come on, Amber. I'm gonna cry, by the way, of Amber Glenn. I don't know, I just want Amber Glenn to do it. Like, I could probably cry over Amber Glenn. I probably have cried over Amber Glenn. Yeah, I really hope Amber Glenn gets a medal too. But I think bronze, maybe this is a little bit polarizing per se. I think bronze is going to go to Ava Marie Ziegler. Because, again, as I said, so you don't know what hit you. You know what I mean? She's so surprising. And that first at NHK Trophy has my mind boggled. Because it was such a huge surprise to see her first. It was so crazy. But she's such a good skater. And she doesn't have triples, but the combinations that she does do, amazing combinations. So I think she's going to get a bronze here. Like, I genuinely feel like she's such a good skater. Maybe even better. Like, I think she's so good. And the fact that she was the top U.S. free skate score for the women's last season, amazing. I feel like if she can replicate that, would be amazing. Okay, Ringo Watanabe from Japan. I think she's going to get the silver here. Again, I feel like the medal could go to any of the Japanese women. It's crazy good. I think gold is going to go to Monet Chiba, who, again, didn't have the best results on the Grand Prix last season, but those results on the second half of the season, the first at 4 continents, the 7 at Worlds, very good for her. I feel like she's going to get the gold. Okay, so that is the women's event. Oh, no, the TBD spots from China. Ha, ha, ha. Did not forget. I think it's one of them's going to go to An Shang-yi. And then the second one, maybe Yi Zhu or Jiang Cheng, maybe, who went to 4 continents. Very sorry if I said those names wrong. Yeah, I'm not really, I don't know. I never really know. I don't know a lot about, like, China's selection process, I guess. I feel like some countries it's, like, very clear what their selection process is. China, I have no idea, but I'm going off of who competed at 4 continents and nationals for them. Okay, ice dance. Again, ice dance is not my favorite discipline to watch. And, I mean, it's great. I love the ice dance, but, like, in ice dance, the results tend to be more predictable. So that's why it doesn't really make me too, like, oh my gosh, like, yay! You know what I mean? I mean, like, it isn't predictable always. There's some surprises here and there. But in general, I feel like it tends to be more consistent in the results. But I still will talk about ice dance because I still love ice dance. It's, like, whenever singles gets messy and there's like, oh my gosh, how did you end up like last place? Like, oh my god, I love you so much. I go watch Ice Dance because it's like calming. Like, I know what the results are generally gonna be, and so it's not as chaotic. And sometimes you need that balance in life, don't you? First thing I noticed, there was no Holly Harris and Jason Chan from Australia on here. It made me very like, oh, like they're such a good team. I love them a lot too. But from Skate America, we have Laurence Fournier-Baudry, Nikolai Sorensen from Canada, Marie J. Loria and Romin Lagac from Canada, Katarina Mazkova and Daniel Mrazek from Czech Republic, Olivia Smart and Tim Deek from Spain, Lila Fear and Lewis Gibson from Great Britain, Diana Davis and Gleb Smoklin from Georgia, Elizabeth Chachenko and Alexei Kilikov from Israel, Madison Chalk and Evan Bates from the USA, Leah Nessett and Arlen Markelov from the USA, and a TBD spot from the USA. Again, in Ice Dance, there is only 10 teams per Grand Prix and not 12, like singles or 8 like pairs. So people who I think could be in the mix for a medal, I don't really have any, like, I think the top 3 here is like pretty obvious. Let's talk about people I'm excited to see. I really love the 2 pairs of Czech siblings. I love that for them. So Mrazkova and Mrazek here, I'm excited to see them. Especially, I really like their rhythm dance this season. They did like the Spanish theme rhythm dance for juniors. I thought that was so much fun. Who else here? Very excited to see Nessett and Markelov from the USA, who were the junior world champions last season, and they had an undefeated season last season as juniors. They are like debuting as seniors, so it's very exciting to see them debut as seniors, especially since Ice Dance in USA is a very big growing field, and it's good to see them going from juniors to seniors this season. Okay, I think the bronze is going to go to Fournier-Baudry and Sorensen from Canada. I think the silver is going to go to our favorite fun-loving ice dancers from Great Britain, Fear and Gibson. Their Rocky program was a program I didn't like at first, and I was like, you know what, this is such a bop. Like, oh my gosh, they're so much fun. It's like basically watching Eurovision on ice at this point, you know what I mean? I'm very sorry for all the references, but they were second at Skate Canada, a very surprise first at NHK Trophy, 4th at Grand Prix Finals, 2nd at Europeans, and 4th at Worlds. I definitely see them being like better and better and better each season. They get so good. And I think first is going to go to Chalk and Bates, who I just saw were newlywed, which is very fun. They just got married. How nice. So yeah, they're our favorite like power couple in figure skating. They were undefeated last season, first at Skate America, first at Grand Prix SU, first at Grand Prix Final, first at Nationals, even after a free dance, but they were sick and their camera was following them the whole time. It was creepy. I don't even know why. I don't know, USA, whatever. They withdrew from 4 continents because of sickness, and then they were first at Worlds, which is great. So yeah, I think the newlyweds are gonna get first. I'm very happy for them. Like, oh, I don't know. I really love that. Like, I don't know. Their programs are so artistic too. Like, maybe they'll do a program about like their like love story. That'd be cute. I don't know. The alien astronaut was fun. I don't know. I feel like they're always so unique and exquisite and very fun to watch. I hope Chalky Mates come up with a very creative program. I know they will. Like, oh, and then the TV spot from USA, I think it's gonna go to a lot. It could go to tons of teams. USA, Ice Dance, mess. But I maybe Isabella Flores, and Ivan Desyatov. Skate Canada. So we have Fabry and I'll read the names. Alicia Fabry and Paul Iyer from Canada, Piper Gillis and Paul Poirier from Canada, Marjorie Lajoie and Zachary Laga from Canada, Natalie Tashlova and Filip Tashler from Czechia, Evgenia Loboreva, Jeffrey Brissot from France, Daria Grimm, Mikhail Savitsky from Germany, Hannah Lim, Ye Kwan from Korea, Emily Brady and Ian Somerville from USA, Una Brown, Gage Brown from USA, Amelia Zingis and Vadim Kolesnik from USA. Those 3 USA teams, man, oh my gosh. Teams I'm excited to see because I think the medalists, again, are pretty clear. I'm very excited to see the team from Korea. Where's my notes on them? Oh, yeah, here. Lim and Kwan. I love them because, they are the only ice dance team in Korea right now, I'm pretty sure. And I love them. And their Umbrellas Cherbourg program last season was really good. A soundtrack I found that I really liked. That and the Australian pair team, Golebeva and Jutopoulos more. I really love Umbrellas Cherbourg now, I guess. And I really do feel like Lim and Kwan are one of the teams I see as being the future, if that makes sense. Like, I see them as being, like, after the Olympics, I see them being part of that next generation to make the leap as, like, the top teams, basically. And I'm also excited to see the Czech team, Tashlodova, Tashler. Love that both the Czech ice team are siblings. I feel like their dynamic is really good. But I think bronze here is going to go to Loporeva and Briso. They were a huge scorer for me last season. They had a very dramatic Rachmaninoff free dance. They were third at Ski America, third at Grand Prix de France, first at Nationals, fourth at Europeans, and seventh at Worlds. Yeah, I really feel like they grew for me. I hadn't been so into them the seasons prior, but now I'm very interested in them. And I love Loporeva's hair as well. Like, the bright orange is so much fun. Or, like, she's a redhead, so, like, I don't know. I love her hair. And I love them, like, their program together. Like, it was just very dramatic to watch in that ending pose, too. Whoa. Okay, Silver, La Jolie, and Laka from Canada. Again, another team that really grew and, like, got into me last season with their beautiful free dance. If they've just felt more unique, they've differentiated themselves, basically. They were second at Ski America, second Cup China, sixth at Grand Prix Final, withdrew from National, withdrew from Four Continents after concussion, and fifth at a very nice home Worlds. And I think gold is going to go to Gilles and Poirier from Canada. First, they got a home spot. Very nice. First at Skate Canada, first at Coach China, third at Grand Prix Final, first at Nationals, first at Four Continents, second at Worlds, but they were first in the free dance. That free dance last season, oh, so beautiful. And they always deliver, so yeah. Grand Prix de France, we have... oh my gosh, sorry. Okay, L'Oreal Ligak from Canada, Maraskova, Marazek from Czechia, Dupayage and Nabe from France, Loporeva Briso from France, a TBD spot from France, Guignard Fabry from Italy, Reed and Bolivicius from Lithuania, Brady Somerville from the USA, Nesset Markela from the USA, and Pate Bai from the USA. Teams I want to see. I love Dupayage and Nabe. They feel like, to me, the spiritual successors to Papadakis and Cizeron. I don't know. I just get that vibe from them. They're so unique and, like, fun to watch. They were 7th at Grand Prix de France last year, so perhaps they're not in the, mix for medal here this year. But artistically, I really enjoy their fluidity, I guess. And they're just so exquisite. The TBD spot from France, perhaps going to go to La Gouche and Cafa or Tero and Perron. Let me think. Who else? I loved Brady and Somerville. They had 2 events in a row, Canada and France. And I really loved their free dance last season with Nemekite Pop. It's beautiful. And yeah. So I think bronze here is going to go to Loporeva and Briso. They do have 2 events in a row, Skate Canada and Grand Prix de France, but I feel like they still are going to get the bronze here. And it's a home Grand Prix, so I feel like it's nice. Again, that free dance last season was beautiful, and they got 7 at Worlds, which is great. I think silver is going to go to probably the biggest growth and biggest surprise in ice dance last season was Reed and Bolivicius from Lithuania. Who had a very interesting technology-themed free dance last season. 3rd at Skate Canada, 3rd at NHK Trophy, 3rd at a home Europeans and Countess, beautiful, and 6th at Worlds was major for them. And I think this really does bring up citizenship. Allison Reed is not a citizen from Lithuania yet, and she does need citizenship if she wants to compete at the Olympics. So I haven't heard anything about the citizenship situation, but I really do hope she gets it so she can compete. And I think gold is going to go to my favorite Italian ice dancers, Guignard and Fabry. So much fun in there, holding out for a hero rhythm dance. A beautiful free dance set to like a medley of film music. They were first at Grand Prix de France, second at NHK Trophy, second at Grand Prix Final, first at Europeans, and third at Worlds after this dress incident at the end of the program where the dress got stuck in the skate, and I was like, oh my god, that's such like, I don't know. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go to NHK Trophy, and we have Fournier Bodri Sorensen, Orihara Pirinen from Finland, Fournier Bodri and Sorensen from Canada, Demigio and Le Messier from France, Jens van Rensburg and Stefan from Germany, Tanaka Nishiyama from Japan, Yoshida Morita from Japan, Reed and Rulvicius from Lithuania, Carrera Ponomarenko from the USA, Chalk and Bates from the USA, and Green Parsons from the USA. I feel like this is definitely the most competitive, maybe not the most, but I think this one is pretty competitive in terms of ice dance. So I think this one could be a little more mixed up. I'm very happy to see Japan having 2 ice dance teams, and it's not even like a TBD spot. It's like they do have 2 ice dance teams who are going to compete. I love that for them because, what are their names? Oh my gosh. Coletto. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys. How did I forget this? Misato Kumatsubara and Tim Coletto, they are retired now, or they're not competing anymore, so I'm very happy to see 2 ice dance teams from Japan. Who else am I very excited to? I love the Finns. Oh my gosh, Orihara and Pirinen, they had the best Chicago free dance last season, and the one before that, the mermaid one, so good, and I'm happy to see them here. So bronze, I think it's going to go Fournier and Bodri and Sorensen. Silver, I think it's going to go to Reed and Bluvicius. They do have 2 events in a row, France and Japan, so, could be difficult. Gold, I think it's going to go to Chalk and Bates because they just dominate everything. I am very interested in seeing Carrera Ponomarenko as well. I probably should have mentioned them. They're the ones who I think could probably get a medal here too, perhaps. They had a very cool perfume, what was the name of the movie? Murder Mystery kind of vibe going on, free dance. It was very fun. And it's good to see. They got 4th at both Grand Prix this last season, so I feel like they could do good. Finlandia Trophy. We have Gilles Poirier from Canada, Tashler from Czechia, Orihara Pinanen from Finland, Terkila Versluis from Finland, Vera Gibson from Great Britain, Lim Kwan. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. That was disgusting. Lim Kwan from Korea, Pinchuk Pogorilo from Ukraine. Very sorry for saying those names wrong. Brown from USA, Zingas Kolesnik from USA, and Pate Bai from the USA. So I'm very happy to see everyone here, obviously. I'm very happy to see the Ukrainians here. They were juniors last season, and they did get 18th at Europeans, so I know they're probably looking to make an even stronger senior season. I don't really know a lot about their skating, but again, I'm really happy to see junior skaters coming up to the senior ranks, because I feel like they really add to, the whole idea. Ice dance is evolving still. It's not a discipline just for, I guess older skaters. Ice dance does tend to be one of the older disciplines, I guess. Not old, but the skaters they're more their longevity is a lot longer. So I'm really happy to see younger skaters here as well. Love all ages people. I just love how diverse figure skating is, and it's so much fun to watch. And so yeah, I'm really happy to see them. Okay, what was I gonna say? Okay, so I think bronze is gonna go to my favorite ice dancers, Terkila Versluis from Finland. Have grown so much since the Olympics. They were 3rd at Grand Prix of SP last season, 4th at NHK Trophy, 6th at Europeans, and 10th at Worlds. Their free dances are always so creative and so cool. Last one was so interesting with the modern dance electronic style. So cool. Love them. Silver, I think, is going to our favorite little British, fun-loving ice dancers, Fear and Gibson. And I think gold is going to go to Gilles and Poirier from Canada, who have always enchanted me. Okay, Cup of China is our last event before my throat explodes again. We have Marjorie Laojuyi and Zaki Lager from Canada, a TBD spot from China, another TBD spot from China, Olivia Smart and Tim Deek from Spain, Terkila Versluis from Finland, Dimago and Lemesia from France, David Smokelin from Georgia, Guignard Fabry from Italy, Carrera Ponomarenko from the USA, and Green Parsons from the USA. USA, yes, I said that already. Oh my gosh, I really did not even put who I thought was gonna win. Oh my god, people. This is why I'm sorry. This is why I kind of suck at making podcasts. That's okay. So again, I feel like the last comp of the season, or I guess the last Grand Prix, is always very like, it ties everything up very nicely. And so, okay, so the two TBT spots from China, based on, again, 4 continents, I think Chen Xing could go, or Shi Wu could go. I mean, they do have 2 spots, so I guess they both could go, obviously. Okay, oh my gosh, my favorite, Turkey Live officially had 2 events, go out 2 events in a row again. But it's okay, guys. They got 2 events in a row, yeah. But it's okay. I feel like they could still win a medal here. At this one, again, a little more competitive. But I think bronze is going to go to Carrera Ponomarenko. Again, that very cool murder mystery free dance. Silver, I think, is going to La Joie Lara from Canada. With that beautiful, again, free dance last season. I think gold is going to go to the Italians, Guignard and Fabry. And, yeah, that is all. And so I know this episode is literally going to be an hour long, I think. And I'm very sorry for ranting, especially about the women's event. I just had so much to say. But thank you so much for listening to this episode of 18 Talk Skating Podcast. I hope you guys really enjoyed. If you didn't check out the last episode about the men's and pairs event, definitely do go check that out if you're interested. I'm not sure what I will do next week, but I'll figure it out probably. Yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Very sorry for ranting for a whole hour. But yeah, thank you so much, and bye.